Alright, Meow. Hope you all are doing well. We're picking up where we left off yesterday, which was we got to Elite 4 in Mono Normal. We are going to attempt to beat Mono Normal today so we can start Dark Maxing for Spooky Season. Off the top of my head, no specific E4 trainer stands out as scary, with possibly the exception of Bruno, because as you know, fighting dunks on normal. We'll see how it plays out. I remember when I did Mono Fire and I'm like, oh man, Lance is gonna take like 2 hours, because I had prior to that run done Mono Electric and Mono Poison, which are both weak to ground, and Lance was incredibly easy. So I don't have any expectation about how this is gonna go, but it certainly would be nice if we could start Dark Maxing today. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you've had a good Tuesday so far. I need to set up the Mons, and then we will be more or less good to go. For anyone who doesn't know, I stream Pokemon crime coverage, Pallas Cats, every Monday through Thursday. Probably no crime coverage until I get to the beginning of Mono Dark, since that beginning part is relatively brain off, input codes, etc. But I need my 2 brain cells to rub together for Elite 4. Alright, so we have a Blissey for anything that's gonna be special based. Sylvie Pixie, thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you've had a good Monday and Tuesday. We're picking up where we left off last stream with Mono Normal. We have a Blissey for special attackers. We have Blood Moon Ursa Luna, also a special attacker. It has a priority fighting move, Vacuum Wave. Anytime I've done the Elite 4, I've found it to be fruitful to have a fighting type, a ground type, and a fire type, because those are all useful against what Lance has. Let's see. Yuki Nagato, thank you for the first time chat. Thank you for the first time follow. We made sure we had Water Lorelei because I don't want to be dealing with Ice Lorelei if I could help it. Thank you for stopping by. I hope everyone's been doing well today. Oh, I'm gonna need to move something. There we go. We have Melioda as fighting because I need stab fighting. And Baniri, while Baniri is good, she requires a Mega Stone. We have Wordier. It has fur coat, so it takes half physical damage. That's going to make it relatively tanky. We also have Mega Kangaskhan because Parental Bond allows all moves to hit twice. The second hit's only 25% damage, but it's still extra damage. And then we have an Adaptability Pyroar because fire. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for stopping in to watch. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but it's probably gonna take a minute. Yuki Nagato, I'm gonna cut you off right there. I appreciate the follow, and I appreciate the hustle, but I am not interested in your services because I already commissioned someone to do a logo. All right, so we're gonna lead. Okay, so I was initially going to use Hisui and Zoreorc because immune to fighting, immune to normal. Well, immune to normal and immune to ghost. But it's very squishy. And at least 2 of my Mon have Trick Room. So the idea is I don't entirely need super fast Mon. I I do not, Yuki Nagato. Thank you for stopping by, though. I appreciate that. So we're going to lead with Mega Kangaskhan. We're going to fake out the Ogerpon. And then we're going to try to kill the Ogerpon, probably with U-turn from Melioda. Let's see. I have to hold a Paso Berry on Priscilla. I need to hold a Paso Berry on Freddy. I'm probably gonna hold a... Not sure yet on Melioda. Probably a damage item. Bambi. Probably a Resist Berry or something. I can't go Assault Vest because I need it to get Trick Room off. And then Melioda's my other Trick Room caster. Trick Room allows Slowermon to go first. And thank you, Sylvie Pixie. What have you been up to today? What are you playing? I do like Sawsbuck. The only issue with Sawsbuck here is there's a fair amount of fire. There's a fair amount of flying. You'll see that when we get to Lance. I did Mono Grass, and Mono Grass was quite difficult due to all that coverage. Yep, that makes sense. I hope work went well. I'm glad you're able to chill for the rest of the night. Yes. Yeah, so right off the jump, Lance has a Primal Dialga, an Assault Vest Melmetal, a Mega Salamence with Aerialate. He has a Dragonite. It's not ideal. Then Rival also has a Eternatus with Poison, with Fire. It's not pleasant, let's put it that way. So Melioda's cool because it can use Relic Song to change forms, but I already have Psychic covered via Wordier, so that's why we're going Physical Attack Melioda. U-turn's gonna be what I use to deal with what's his nuts, Ogerpon. The Mask makes it like 15% stronger as well. We flinch the Ogerpon so it doesn't get to go first. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna do, let's see. It's not gonna be Stab U-turn, so I needed to do, like, some damage, you know? I think I'll do... let's see. Part of me wants to use a choice item, but the issue with the choice items is the fact that they lock you and do one move at a time. Sylvie Pixie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We're slowly working to hitting affiliate, and the issue there has been the what's it called, needing the 3 average concurrent viewers, which is why I'm only streaming 2 hours at a time. All right, so I think I'm just gonna go with Life Orb to get extra damage in. All right. So then Freddy, we traded the normal Ursaluna for a Blood Moon Ursaluna. We're gonna go Paso Berry because so many people have water moves here. Pyro already has the Water Berry. Bambi, Aura Sphere, Psychic, Energy Ball is gonna be quite useful. I think I'm going to nix Aura Sphere and I'm gonna put Thunderbolt in. I was thinking about doing Thunder, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna put Sunny Day on Kangaskhan to nix the weather, though Politoed has Drizzle, and there's Primal Kyogre. Alright. Psychic doesn't really do anything here, but it is Stab, so it's kind of a big deal, you know? Let's see if she can get D-Gleam. At least I'll have Fairy coverage for the Walking Wake. No. Alright, let me look at Kangaskhan. Obviously it needs its Mega Stone. We want to keep Fake Out. We want to keep Sucker Punch. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that. So then we'll give Bambi probably a, probably a Sash, because with Trick Room, you either have a really fast Mon get the move off, and then because it reverses who goes first with speed, then it's got to eat a hit. Or you got to have a slow Mon who's got to eat the hit first, and then be able to cast it. But I think I'll be fine now that I think about it, because it is tanky. So we'll go Citrus Berry for generic healing. Like, we're just gonna check natures. Yes, the Giovanni and Sylph, both Giovanni fights with that Mega Kangaskhan are brutal. I usually try to change the weather for the Giovanni fights. I haven't been able to change the weather at all in this because I don't have any natural weather setters, and then I would basically have to eat a turn to cast the weather. Normally, if I have an option, I'm going with someone who outspeeds the Hippo down and then can basically one-hit it so we don't get Stealth Rocks. That being said, I very much want to use something physical to deal with the Garganackle, since Rock gets special defense bonus in, what's it called, in Sand. The Sand Veil from Garchomp is pretty spicy. It's like a 30% chance to evade, and I think I used an air balloon, so it wanted Earthquake, and it couldn't hit me. So yeah, we're just checking natures and moves one last time. So that's fine. That's fine. That's realistically fine. I'm probably gonna need to PP up some of the moves. That's fine. We have the Vac Wave for priority. I'm gonna get rid of Flamethrower since obviously it's water type, so it's not really gonna matter. I may go Hidden Power? I'm not sure yet. I think I'm gonna go Hidden Power. I'm gonna go Hidden Power Electric, I think. Okay, so in this, you can go to a NPC in Saffron and you can configure the hidden power type to each Mon. So that's very useful. So I only have one Mon with grass coverage. So part of me is thinking I'm gonna go, I could go hidden power grass. But then the issue is I'm gonna die to Earthquake from Swampert if I don't get a Sunny Day up. And Swift Swim is gonna basically make it outspeed. Yeah, it is super useful. So for example, in runs where I had like no meaningful grass coverage, I either did like Trailblaze or Hidden Power Grass. Okay. I think I am gonna grab the Sunny Day just to be safe from what's its face, and I'll put that on the Weather Tutors and Cinnabon, and I'll put that on Kangaskhan just so I have an option. I do know once Kyogre's in, it's stuck with Heavy Rain, so that's kind of why I was like on the fence. Do I really care, you know? Also, this will reduce the effectiveness of the water moves. All right. Let's see what else I can learn via the old TM case. Now, I mean, Snarl's not bad. There is a fair amount of specials, so I may grab that. None of them lose to what's it called? So I think I will go for the debuff. I will keep Will-O-The-Wisp because what's nice about this is if you're a fire type, Will-O-The-Wisp doesn't miss. If you're a poison type, Toxic doesn't miss. It's quite handy. Okay. Yes, I think later gens probably did it, or ROM hacks like normalized it, and then they decided to do it, you know? But I haven't played any mainline Pokemon games, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Let's see. Now... you know what? I'll grab this. I'll go for this over Snarl because there's a chance it will do a flinch. And flinching is crowd control. Them not being able to go is always nice. That's why Fake Out is so good. You get some chip damage in, you break the sash, they lose the ability to go first. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh boy, I can't wait to use a Will-O-the-Wisp, have a wide lens, and still manage to miss, you know? Okay, now... Okay, so yeah, we'll go, I think, Hidden Power Grass. If I have to go out against the Swampert, I'll probably want to hold a an air balloon, but then the issue is Waterfall's still gonna kill me. So, Walking Wake's also not ideal. So maybe I go Hidden Power Fairy. I'm not sure yet. Pyroar's really nice, but it just doesn't have a lot of diverse move allowances. And while Hyper Voice is good and it will be boosted by adaptability and stab, normal is not like super effective against anything. Yeah, exactly. It's very silly. All right, let's see. Really? That's actually interesting that there's no Fairy Hidden Power. So I'm just gonna go Grass Hidden Power for extra coverage. We are going to double check one last time. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna probably want to PP up at least one of those moves. This is fine. It only has the one ability anyways. Okay, good. So before we take on E4, we're gonna get a Pallas Cat video in. Pallas Cats are wild cats predominantly in Asia. They are, there's less than 57,000 of them, so I believe they are considered threatened. They have round eyes, round ears, very fluffy. I'm a big fan of them. And I want to do that because it's pretty much just going to be me doing the Elite Four probably for this whole video. So we're going to pull up some Pallas Cat content. Yes, they are absolutely adorable. They also look perpetually angry. This is going to be from BBC because it's David Attenborough and such. Just gotta wait for it to finish buffering.
A Pallas cat. He has the densest fur of any cat in the world.
They also honk, which is very funny.
Yes, to keep warm, he must catch up to 5 rodents a day.
Very majestic. Fully grown, they're only 4 to 5 kilograms. In the winter, they look significantly larger. It gets to like minus 30 Celsius in the winter, so they need a really dense coat. Mating season is only 1 day a year, and with low population density, it's no surprise why the species numbers are what they are. In the summer, they look like your average cat, aside from the unique tail and facial patterns. They also use their tail to distract their prey. They'll stick it out upright, and then they'll be like, oh, there's something shaking. Let me look at that real quick, you know?
Cats have one of the shortest legs of any cat.
Ambush predator. Yeah. It's unpleasant, but we're working on it, you know?
By giving them a low profile when stalking. But it's not so good for wading through deep snow.
Yes, absolutely.
Never mind, there are plenty more. He just needs to stay focused.
In fact, a Pallas Cats genome was fully sequenced at the college in Utica, New York. So maybe with advancements in like gene stuff, CRISPR, which is more or less gene replacement therapy, we'll be able to get them to live longer. That would be very ideal.
He's out in the snow.
Yeah, he's got to shake the peats. They get very cold.
And he has only one way.
I love the striped tail. It looks like a raccoon.
Again.
They also have rounded ears, so they have a smaller profile.
That could be one shade too many.
Not ideal.
Only one hunt in three by a Pallas cat is successful.
Yeah, he'll have to try again later.
Reputation of being the grumpiest cat in the world.
Also, something unique that they do, though they kind of share it with the snow leopard, which is its closest relative, they will put their paws on their tail to keep them warm, and the snow leopard will actually hold its tail in its mouth for comfort and to stay warm. So we're gonna have a demonstration of the first one that I mentioned. They're mostly in Asia, Russia, China, Mongolia. There are some in Iran. Iranian Pallas Cats / Meownwell are orange-ish yellow because of the sand. At least 3 litters of Pallas Cats were born in Russia this year. There's a good bit of them in Japan at a zoo in Hokkaido. I think it's Asayama Zoo. And then you have the Nasu Animal Kingdom in Japan. That's where Bull and Polly are. They're a couple. That's where Nar and Az are, another couple. Az and Nar had kittens this year. They're called the Kanji 4. There's a new exhibit in Tibet, aka China, because China doesn't recognize Tibet. They're all over the world, and we love that because we need more of them to help with the species. They also have really poor genetic diversity. Like the family tree for the Chinese ones are literally a family circle. So we're hoping that it's like, oh, here's some Meownwell that aren't related to ours from like Sweden. Let's do a trade and see if we can fix that. So it's gonna be Zelenogorsk. His name roughly translates to Greenville / Greenberg in Russian because that's the town that he was found in. So let's see if we can find the one where Zelenogorsk is doing the tail sitting. You can also tell it is Zelenogorsk because this eye, he had an infection when he was younger, and it left a distinct scar in the corner of the eye, so you can tell it's him. And this will be from Monopolization, i.e. Roman Pavlov. They have a lot of videos of the Russian Pallas Cats and the Japanese Pallas Cats. And this will be in his summer coat. so he's not going to be as round. I also love the orange underneath the coat. It's very pretty. Yes, absolutely adorable. There is one more where it's actually showing the Pete's on tail. Let's see. Yes, this is one of the first ones I saw. It's so precious. I love them. Paws on tail, perfect form. So now you know about the Pallas Cat. They're a big part of my stream. My logo is going to be of a Pallas Cat. My current sit-in logo is a picture of a Pallas Cat plush that I bought. Yeah, they're truly one of God's finest creatures. Now we're gonna try to make relatively quick work of mono normal because I want to start dark maxing, i.e. mono dark because Halloween. It is a cat, Pedro Lance. I'll show you a few pictures. I have a folder dedicated to mono. So let's see. That is Zelenogorsk, fully grown. They're only about 4 to 5 kilograms. Their fur coat makes them look very round. They are threatened. They are very adorable in my opinion. All right, we also have a wild Manuel. They are named after Peter Simon Pallas. He found them, I think, in the late 1700s. I mean, a little bit, I guess, insofar as them and Slavs both being slow moving and round. You also have Lev. Lev is a male Pallas cat at Nasu Animal Kingdom in Japan. He, Polly, and Bull are all around, I think, 10 years old at least. And Lev likes to sit in his nest. It's more evidence that cats are birds. And then we have one more of Bull sitting on the stump. He's a big fan of his stump. I actually bought a fake stump to put my stuffed Pallas Cat on. And by stuffed Pallas Cat, I mean my Pallas Cat plush. He's being a little silly. He's such a good boy. And this was taken during the summer because, as you can see, there's no snow. Well, I have a logo of a Pallas Cat being designed, so that's happening. I have a current Ersatz logo as the Pallas Cat plush I bought. My banner is Pallas Cats, and when I hit affiliate, my emotes are going to be Pallas Cats. So I look at Pallas Cat videos every time I stream. It's an important part of what I do. So yeah, now we're gonna take on the Elite Four. It's mono normal. Bruno is probably gonna be the hardest because fighting dunks on normal. All right, we're gonna save, and we're gonna get it. All right. Thank you, Sylvie. It is very likely gonna take me several hours. Some of the harder ones, like mono grass, Lance alone took me several hours. Pedro, please don't try to sell me some art. I don't want to ban you. All right. All right, so we're gonna save. I'm going to, right off the jump, I'm going to PP up on soft-boiled. All right. I mean, you can tell me about the art, but I have links blocked in my chat because I got tired of people doing best views. Click this keylogger. Let's see. So it was PP up, I think. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Good. Blissey is very much a stall, so it helps having her moves PP maxed out. Okay, there we go. Alright, so, well, the second someone brings it up, I'm very jaded based on the amount of people who try to shill me their AI generated art, and it's either not what I'm looking for or it's not good, and they always do it unsolicited, and it's usually very quick. They'll do the, hey, how are you? I followed you. Look at my art. And it's like, yes, I've never played Showdown. I've never played Unite. I've never played competitive Pokemon, but I have absolutely played ROM hacks where the AI will have competitive teams. So for example, there's like a boss fight halfway through the game in Pokemon Insurgents, and it's literally a baton pass team. And I had to look up how to beat baton pass. So it's unpleasant. All right, we're gonna lead with Moscow. We fake out. Melioda is going to U-turn on Ogerpon, and we hopefully kill it. We're gonna save again. Off we go. Politoed sets Drizzle. We are faking out Ogerpon. We are U-turning Ogerpon. Hopefully this does enough damage. Okay, not bad. Yes, Lorelei is a double battle. The rest of them are not. And this is the only one that has weather. So Melioda goes out. Politoed is probably gonna Scald to get the burn. Once we get rid of Swampert, Blissey can come in. So I don't know what's coming in yet. I'm gonna go with Freddy. And we have the Paso Berry in case it uses Scald. Yup. So that's unpleasant. Okay, Kyogre. In comes Primal Kyogre. So we're not getting anything but rain. So we want to get rid of Primal Kyogre as soon as we can. So I'm gonna go Power Up Punch on the Kyogre. I'm gonna go Vacuum Wave on the Kyogre. That definitely did not do nearly as much as I would have liked to see. I may not be able to bring in Freddy right away like that. Okay, so that's not ideal. We're gonna go in with Blissey. We're gonna go in with Bambi. We are going to Seismic Toss the Kyogre. We're going to Thunderbolt the Kyogre. I want to go Trick Room, but I can't because Politoed is really slow. So I may have to end up the burn. It doesn't really matter. I may have to take out Politoed right away so then I can go into Trick Room instead. Okay, that's not ideal. We're gonna Seismic Toss again. I'm going to, nice. I mean, that's not nice, but okay, good. So now in comes Walking Wake. We're gonna go into Melioda, and we're gonna try to get the Trick Room off. Blissey has to come out because she's going to get dunked on by Swampert. So this is very likely, sadly, this is very likely a reset. Okay. So both of them are gonna outspeed. All right, we did get the Trick Room off. That's huge. We are going to Will-o'-the-Wisp the Swampert. We are going to... We need to get rid of the Swampert. Yeah, I'm gonna focus down the Swampert if possible. That's not ideal. So yeah, this is a reset, and that's fine. Part of it is figuring out what works. You more or less figure out the sequence of events, and then you go from there. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna focus down Ogerpon, but then we're gonna take out Politoed so I can Trick Room and not be outsped by Politoed. So same as before, we fake out, we U-turn. I'm going to go in on Bambi. Okay, Walking Wake comes in right away. We are going to Sucker Punch the Politoed, and we're going to Thunderbolt the Politoed. Okay, that's not great. I may have to use Melioda or another one instead. All right, so we're gonna Sucker Punch again. We are going to close combat it. Okay, good. So their slow mons are gone. Not ideal. Okay. I'm going to Seismic Toss the Iron... Not the Iron Bundle. Actually, yes, because I want to break Sash. I'm gonna Trick Room. I'm not gonna Trick Room, apparently. Seismic Toss the Iron Bundle again. We're going to Will-o'-the-Wisp. Actually, no, we're gonna Hyper Beam. Alright, so yeah, this is definitely... This is not working so far. Honestly, I may have to abandon the Trick Room strat. I don't want to because so many of their mon are very fast. So, alright. I'm gonna remove Sunny Day since I haven't actually been able to use it. We're gonna go into Thunder Punch. Alright. We're still taking out Ogerpon right away, but I need to change up how I'm doing this. Okay, so fake out. U-turn. Alright. That was a terrible burn because I really need the damage. So yeah, that's a problem. Okay. So I may have to manually swap out the Kangaskhan. We're going to give this one or two more tries, then we're gonna change the team up. Because if I can't get past Lorelei, that automatically makes everything else really difficult, you know? Alright. So yeah, I think I have to get rid of, I have to swap out Moscow manually here. It just got the burn again. You hate to see it. So... Okay. Not ideal. Yeah, RNG does go crazy. Problem is I need to get Trick Room off, and I'm just not fast enough, and I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, this Walking Wait, this is a problem. Okay, so let me see how I can do this differently. We're gonna go Moonblast on Walking Wake. We're gonna go Seismic Toss on Walking Wake. Nope. So, yep, this is a reset, and I'm not going Trick Room at all, I think, because I'm unable to actually cast it. So, knowing that, that's gonna make the rest of the team, the lineup harder. Okay. So, we're going to... I want to use Wordeer. And I still want to use Melioda because the fighting coverage. Okay. Walking Wake is 109. I can technically outspeed. I think I'm going to remove the Life Orb. And I'm going to go... I'm going to go Flying Berry because of Hurricane. So I think that's Koba. Yes. I'm gonna give Wordeer Assault Vest because we're not gonna try to use Trick Room anymore. Alright, let's see how this permutation goes. So right out the gate, we fake out Ogerpon, we U-turn Ogerpon. Turns out I have to have the Life Orb if I want U-turn to kill. So that means maybe Vacuum Wave does enough. Okay, not a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna go Sucker Punch, and I'm gonna go Vac Wave just in case it wasn't enough. Okay, so now we have... Oh wow, I actually didn't Mega. That's very awkward. I missed out on damage, so that's gonna be a reset. Alright. We're gonna save again. Alright, so... Fake out. This actually might be fine because I'll get the double fake out. It was not fine. We're gonna go into Blissey. Oh, you hate to see it. I need to not be burned. Okay. We're gonna go Seismic Toss. Flip turn into Walking Wake. We have Kyogre. Okay. I'm going to Sucker Punch the Walking Wake. I'm going to Protect. Let's get some leftovers. Okay. Walking Wake is 109. Kyogre is 90. So I can outspeed here. Okay. I'm gonna go Play Rough on Walking Wake. I'm gonna go Soft Boiled. Okay, good. Nice. Oh, the para. That para is gonna be an issue. Okay, Iron Bundle, we're gonna go Close Combat to break Sash. We're gonna go Seismic Toss to try to finish it off. Okay, not ideal. So, yeah, that was an issue. Okay, so I think this is a way forward. So I don't feel too bad about that. Also, I actually forgot. Huh. Even a low special, even a low attack flip turn was a lot of damage. So that actually surprised me. So yeah, we're gonna do what we did before. We fake out. We, I'm actually just gonna go, Close Combat. It'll do, there we go, okay. So we got burned. That's horrible. because Melioda is a physical attacker. Okay, so we're gonna... We're gonna be outsped by Iron Bundles, so we're gonna Sucker Punch the Iron Bundle. We're going to be out... I think I'm gonna U-turn. Just to pivot out. Yeah, or not. Okay. Bambi. We're gonna Sucker Punch. Actually, no. We're going to Thunder Punch. We're going to Thunderbolt. Or not. Okay. We're going to Seismic Toss. We're going to Thunderbolt. Okay. I'm going to Protect. Okay. Good. Oh, yeah, so the reason why I'm taking so much damage on Blissey is because both Politoed and the other one know a physical move. Yes, she did make me pivot. So I'm gonna pivot out again. I'm gonna probably die here, sadly. Okay, so as much as I want to use Blissey, I have to kill like half her team to even be able to use Blissey, so that is actually quite frustrating. All right, so we fake out, we close combat. Please don't get burned, Melioda. Well, you didn't get burned at least, so I can appreciate that. We're going to Sucker Punch. I'm going to manually swap out to keep Melioda alive. I'm gonna go into Priscilla, since she's basically a dead slot here, sadly. Okay. Sucker Punch on Iron Bundle. Vacuum Wave on Iron Bundle. Okay, good. Well, at least they've mostly went in on Moscow instead. All right. We're not going to be able to go first, sadly, so I'm going to go in on Kyogre. I'm going to Blood Moon the Kyogre. Hopefully with my Water Berry. I may have to go Focus Sash on it just because... Yeah, I'm going to have to Focus Sash the Freddy. Because even with it only being 2 times and the super effective berry, it's still enough to kill me. So, we do have to change a few things. Like, of course, a 4 times weakness isn't being saved by the super effective berry, but I was really hoping it would be enough. Okay, so where are you? Okay. Yep, that's fine. This is certainly a lot harder than I thought it would be. I legit expected to be on Bruno by now, so it just goes to show that expectations do not ever pan out the way they need to. And yes, I absolutely agree. And that's part of why this is so scary. Okay, fake out. No burn is huge. All right. Sucker Punch. Okay. Not ideal. Sucker Punch. Vacuum Wave. I don't think it's gonna be enough. No. We miss. Love to see it. We're going to Sucker Punch the Polytoad. We're going to Vacuum Wave the Iron Bundle. Okay. We're going to Sucker Punch the Walking Wake. We're going to Thunderbolt the Polytoad. Okay. I'm going to Seismic Toss the Walking Wake. I'm going to Thunderbolt the Polytoad. I'm not gonna. Not ideal. Protect. Hyper Beam just to get rid of it. Or not. Okay, so this team does not work. So I have to make some changes. And that's fine. So I'm gonna get rid of Priscilla entirely. Of course, when I get to Lance, I'm gonna regret not having it because that's how it goes. So let's think about this. I'm gonna bring in Raichu. I was considering Raichu earlier for other reasons, but then the concern was I may end up in a situation where Raichu falls off once I get past Lorelei. So we're gonna keep Static. It's going to be Zippy Zap, it's gonna be Thunderclap, it's going to be Fake Out, and it's gonna be E-Speed, and it's going to be probably Magnet, just because half my whatnot does a decent amount of damage. I don't want to lock myself with a choice item. Okay. Okay, so nothing really changes outside of Priscilla. If it turns out I need Priscilla for Lance, that's gonna be a pain. Alright, so right out the jump, we Fake Out. We close combat. Ogerpon down. We get Scalded. We need to get rid of Iron Bundle. I'm gonna manually swap out. Okay, good. Iron Bundle Sash is broken. No burn, thank you kindly. We keep focusing the Iron Bundle. Please be enough. Okay, good. It is enough. So now we have Kyogre and Walking Wake. I'm going to Sucker Punch the Kyogre. I'm going to Protect, get some chip healing. Alright. Not ideal. We have Raichu though. So we... both of them are preparing attacks. Like, that's understandable. So I think we go... we Zippy Zap Kyogre. And we Seismic Toss Kyogre. Okay, good. Not ideal. This is an issue, of course, because, as you know, I lose to what's it called. So I think we're going to Zippy Zap Walking Wake. I'm going to Protect. Okay, nice. I'm going to Zippy Zap the Walking Wake. I'm gonna go into Bambi because Fur Coat. Okay, not ideal. I'm going to Thunderclap the Polytoad. I'm going to energy ball the Swampert. Nice. So Lorelei down first try. Let's go. Turns out electric is really good against water. Now I have to really hope that I don't get to like Lance or Rival. I get down to their last Pokemon, and because I don't have a fire move, I can't win. That's happened before, and I hate it. So now we want to prep for Bruno. Ideally, we get the Infernape team because you can bait the AI by having a targeting status move, and in order to prevent that, they will taunt. So if we can do that, we don't have to worry about Stealth Rock. That being said, we are outsped by Infernape, so that's kind of an issue. So Blissey is probably not going to get much, if at all, any play in this fight. Bambi with the Assault Vest is fine. We keep Psychic, we keep Trick Room. I'm probably not using Thunderbolt or Energy Ball. Raichu, we're going to keep Static because Para is useful. One of these is going out for, I think, Play Rough, since fighting loses the Fairy. I think that will be no Thunderclap. Let me make sure I can actually get Thunderclap back. I can, okay. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's only from a tutor. Get fucked. We're gonna keep Focus Sash. Melioda. Okay. Now this is a toughie because I would want to make Melioda be the psychic version, but you can't do that outside of combat. So I'm stuck with fighting Melioda. We have the Play Rough, we have the Trick Room, we have the U-Turn. I'll probably end up removing Close Combat. I'm not sure for what yet. Let's take a gander. I could go Acro. Am I holding an item though? What's really scary here is Zacian. It's very unpleasant, so I think we do go Acro. It's going to be fast enough that's gonna outspeed most of the team. The only one it doesn't outspeed is Zacian at 150 speed. It's kind of disgusting. Alright, so Acro on Melioda instead of, I think U-Turn. Instead of Close Combat. We have Close Combat as a TM, so it's not a huge deal. I'm not opening with Kangaskhan, I don't think. Mainly because of the Close Combat. So I think we go... I'm trying to see how I want to do this. It may see that I have Trick Room and then it will want to go Taunt. If it does do that on the first turn, we're not going to be able to stop the Stealth Rocks. So I think it has to be Raichu then. It has to be Fake Out into... I'm gonna test something. I don't want to get rid of E-Speed and then I'm not able to actually get it. So... Alright. Sometimes you can't get a move back. Okay, you can. Good. So, this will work. Alright, it's gonna be... I need to put a status move on Raichu, so it goes for the taunt first turn instead. Okay. Okay, so it'll have to be toxic instead of that. And then we're basically relying on fake out and zippy zap to more or less do the trick. Okay, go team. This one, like before, is gonna take a few tries. If we get the Great Tusk team, that basically shuts us down entirely. All right, cool. And also Shiny Infernape. Very cool looking. Everyone knows blue fire is hotter, therefore cooler. So we fake out. I believe it's going to go taunt because it reads that I have toxic. So I'm safe to play rough. That did not do as much as I would have liked. We go zippy zap. It always crits and always goes first. No stealth rocks. We love that. So Zacian, Intrepid Sword, because of course it does. Zacian, close combat kills me. Sylvie, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the chatting. Thank you for the well wishes. Good luck with dinner. Thank you. And you also have a good rest of your night. So Zacian is very likely just gonna hit me with close combat. And I don't love that. Yeah, no problem. So whoever comes in is basically dying because fighting dunks on everything. So maybe I go zippy zap and see how much damage we do. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay, so I'm probably gonna go Chipotle Berry and see if I live from close combat. Okay, so Zacian is still an issue. No one outspeeds Zacian. So we're gonna go in Moscow. We're going to fake out. We're gonna sucker punch. Okay, I don't love that. Melioda sadly is still gonna be outsped. I'm not holding an item. All right, so basically everyone and their mom needs to hold a Chipotle Berry for this fight, and that is unpleasant. Let me take a look at some of my TMs. I'm probably gonna need to go Earthquake. Let's see. All right, so okay. I'm actually not going to Mega Kangaskhan here because I need to live against all the fighting. So it's gonna be Choppleberry, it's going to be Choppleberry, and it's going to be... Okay, so Melioda, it's not enough damage, so I am gonna have to go with a held item here. Okay. I think I'll go Fire Punch, since Steel and all that. I don't think we're ever getting Trick Room off here. Not gonna lie, I was really hoping Melioda could learn Earthquake. We're not living that, so... Oh wait, no, because she's an attacker. Never mind. So yeah, no, it's gonna have to be close combat. I think it's gonna have to be Focus Sash as well, because I need to live long enough to actually use it. Okay. So that means we're going to remove the sash from Freddy. We're relying on Vac Wave. We sash the Melioda. We put a Chipotle Berry on Freddy. All right, let's see if that's any better. It does suck not having Mega Kangaskhan, but that's the problem with Megas. They can't hold a Resist Berry. All right, so here's hoping we get the Infernape team again. We do, that's awesome. We fake out, it sees we have Toxic, so we go Play Rough. We Zippy Zap and we hope it's enough. It is. In comes Zacian as expected. We're going to Zippy Zap again. It's probably gonna close combat. Okay, we still die even with even with a berry. So that's not ideal. We fake out. Moscow is significantly bulkier, so there's a pretty good chance I don't die here. Yep, it swaps out because it knew it would have died. So now this is Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant has monster energy, so it goes very fast. I don't have anything super effective here. It's gonna probably go Aura Sphere. So we wanna swap out into Blissey. We want to Seismic Toss. In comes Urshifu. This is probably gonna be Wicked Blow or Close Combat. So I'm gonna go into I don't love this. I'm gonna go into Freddy. Close combat, we eat that. Problem is I'm slow, which is why I have the Vacuum Wave, but it's probably not gonna be enough. Yeah, so we can definitely finish it off with Fake Out, that's fine. Como O is very likely going Aura Sphere. So I'm gonna go Blussers for the free swap. I'm going to Seismic Toss. Okay, this actually might be enough to kill. I'm not sure. It's enough, that's huge. It went double Clangorous Soul because it knew it was so tanky. Knew Blissey was so tanky that it would need to buff itself twice. Okay, Lucario, this is this team. So this is probably close combat. We're gonna go Bambi. Yeah, close combat hurts. We are gonna be outsped, so I am gonna try to get Trick Room off. I totally forgot I had Assault Vest. Okay, that works. In comes Zacian. This is where the Trick Room would have been huge. We're gonna die here, so I'm gonna just let him do that. He lowered his defenses, which is really handy for us. We Fake Out. I'm gonna Earthquake. Okay, I'm going to Sucker Punch for guaranteed damage. It wasn't much. We go into Blissey. We Seismic Toss. We Seismic Toss. Bruno is down a lot quicker than Lorelei, and that pleases me because while I do have Lance and Rival ahead, I was the most scared of this fight. We are going to take a quick break, and then we'll take on Agatha. So at least that went well. I can appreciate that. Basically, the offset is Bruno didn't take long, so that makes up for Lorelei taking forever. Okay. All right, and we're back. So I think I need to stay scrappy on Kangaskhan, because if I don't, I can't hit the lead mon that Agatha has. So let's see how we're doing this next team. Ideally we get the Hisuian Zoreorg team, because it's easier to deal with them compared to Fluttermane, who has monster energy and is Fairy Ghost. Okay, so when I think about that, no matter what, it's going to probably go for the taunt. So I need to figure out how I can best negate that, if you will. Okay, so Bambi. Okay. It's gonna taunt because of Trick Room. Psychic isn't bad, but the issue there is if I get the dark one, it does no damage. So I need to find a move I can use on Wordier. Lunge would do good damage. Maybe I do that. Especially because it also lowers their attack. But I'm attack nature down, so I'm not super inclined to do that, you know? Okay, so maybe we go... Oh, I know what I can do. I know exactly what I can do. I'm gonna use Freddy, and I'm going to go Moonblast into Vacuum Wave because of Scrappy. Melioda, that may have to change. Ideally, we get Hisuian Zoreorg team because, in my opinion, it'll be easier to fight. All right, so right off the gate, we're gonna go Moonblast. So this is the Hisuian. No, this is the Fluttermane team. I do not like this because Fluttermane's gonna be harder to deal with. Okay, Vac Wave, we kill. Huge. So now we have Fluttermane, which is a given. Technically, I can hit it with Vac Wave, but because it's fairy, it resists. I'm below half HP, so it's going random move. So we're gonna swap out into... I'm gonna go into Blussers. Okay? Not a big deal. We can hit it, so I'm gonna take this time to set a light screen. Oh, right, I forgot about Psyshock. Very clever. Protect. Okay. Bambi? Yeah. Okay. Goldengo, we pop his balloon, so he can now be hit by ground moves. He has Focus Blast, which is really gonna hurt. He also has Good as Gold, so he can't be parried. So, honestly, I just think I stay in. Okay, Nasty Plot, not ideal. I still have Assault Vest on, so I can't Trick Room. Oh boy. Someone has to die here. And, I think it's gonna be Freddy. Yep, that's fine. I can go in here. I can fake out because I have Scrappy. I can then go Sucker Punch. All right. Marshadow. I forgot it had close combat, but I'm grateful that it probably wants to at least bulk up once. I can't power up Punch here because it has Spectral Thief, so I think I'm gonna Earthquake. It did its bulk up. Okay, I need to swap out into... I'm gonna go into Bambi. I'm gonna go for Psychic. Huge. Okay, Flutter Mane's back. Okay, Assault Fest putting in work. Okay. The Psyshock's an issue. We can hit it, so we are gonna do a fake out. It doesn't have, what's it called? Levitate. So we're gonna hope this is enough. It is. Chien Pao, this is going to probably be... I am under half HP, so it still can go random move. But the biggest thing would be Sacred Sword. So I'm going to go... Sucker Punch for guaranteed damage. It does go Sacred Sword. I would have been better off going Power Up Punch. Okay. I think I am faster. Let's check. 128. Chien Pao is faster. So this is probably Crunch or Icicle Crash for the flinch. Okay, that works. Gengar, I think I do still outspeed, but I don't really have anything. So we're gonna go Fire Punch. Nope, it does outspeed. Okay, so we're gonna go Raichu. We're going to Zippy Zap. Gengar is squishy. We're gonna Zippy Zap. Oh no! So, not bad. We actually almost had that. I made one misplay, and Blissey not having a move to hit Ghost was definitely an issue. Let's see what her other ability is, because I don't remember. Doesn't really do anything. So I feel like that was winnable. Let's see how we do this time. All right, Moonblast. We got the normal one. We go Vac Wave. Fine. Marshadow. It does outspeed. We're gonna go Bambi. We're gonna go Psychic. Chi-Yu. Okay. So we want... This is Dark and Fire. We're gonna go Blussers. Seismic Toss. Seismic Toss. Doesn't affect. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Fake Out. Sucker Punch. Not ideal. Zippy Zap. Gengar down. Okay, Roaring mid. I think this has Earthquake, so I actually might be in trouble. Okay, it did. I really wish I had something else here. Yeah, I need to hold a Dark Berry, I think, if I get this team again. Okay, we're gonna go Freddy. We're going to Vac Wave. It was not enough. Close Combat got the kill. Not ideal. Okay. Nice. The Focus Blast missed a bunch. That's actually kind of huge. I think I do outspeed. I do. Agatha down. Go team. So now we're at a point where it usually takes hours because it's Lance. And Lance has 5 Mon with ground coverage. He has multiple steel Pokemon. He has Primal Dialga. He has Assault Vest Melmetal. He has Mega Salamence. It's a very disgusting team. And historically, anytime I have fought Lance's team, I have had a ground Pokemon, a fighting Pokemon, and or a fire Pokemon. I don't have the fire Pokemon. So automatically this is going to be harder than I would like. So now I have to figure out how we're beating this. Someone needs flamethrower because I need fire coverage against all the steel types. Okay, that's not an option. We have Earthquake on Kangaskhan though, and there's not a lot of fighting on this team, so we're gonna go back to Mega Kangaskhan. I'm gonna lead with Raichu. I'm gonna lead with Raichu holding an air balloon because I don't want to get hit with Earthquake. We are also going to PP up its various moves so I can have more use for them. Okay? Or I'll just do that. I forgot that that's a thing. So Fake Out is maxed out, Zippy Zap is maxed out. What else do we need? So Raichu is fine. The Toxic will trigger the taunt. Melioda. All those things are more or less okay. I think I'm gonna nix the Sash though. I'm gonna put Sash on Freddy because I want to be able to Earth Power a Mon when I swap in, you know? So Melioda, we're gonna go, I think, Flying Berry due to the fact that there's at least 2 flyers in this fight we have to deal with. Okay. Once we get rid of, I think, Melmetal and Primal Dialga, the rest of the team is super fast, so we are gonna actually want to try a Trick Room here. I'm going to go Dark, I think. Because there is at least one Mon with Dark coverage. Okay. I think I can get Ice Beam. Let me double check. Ice Beam will be good because the 2 flying dragons are 4 times weak to that. So Energy Ball doesn't really do anything here. The Thunderbolt's also useful against whatnot. Maybe I go Aura Sphere too so I have more coverage. I'm not sure yet. We'll play that out as we go, you know. Okay, so Moscow. I think that's gonna be okay. Blussers, that's gonna be fine. Raichu is fine. Melioda. Freddy. The Earth Power and the Blood Moon are gonna hit really hard. And then Bambi. Alright, go team. If we get the Garchomp team, Raichu is kind of screwed. Save again. And it's this one. Okay, so this is good. We Fake Out. We Zippy Zap. Huge. Okay, Dialga. It's Roar of Time. It's Earthquake. It's unpleasant. I can't Toxic Dialga because it's Steel. So I'm gonna have to put a different move on here, possibly than Play Rough. Or I'm gonna swap out. Okay, I'm gonna swap into Blissey because all its moves are special. Alright, we do outspeed. Now, something with Primal Dialga to note is the fact that it takes less damage from super effective moves. So I'm gonna go Fire Punch instead. We did not do much, sadly. Okay, Raichu, we can Fake Out, but we are gonna go into Blissey again. Okay, we are going to Fake Out. We are going to Power Up Punch, and hopefully it doesn't Roar of Time me. It does, so that was kind of pointless. I'm gonna close combat here. It was not enough, but I can Fake Out, And I can Earthquake. So Dialga's down. That's huge. I'm at half HP. Not ideal. I'm gonna go into... Okay, so Salamence. Salamence has Intimidated, has Aerialate. I'm at half HP, so it goes random move. I'm gonna gamble on Raichu not dying in one hit. Awesome. So we fake out. We are gonna be outsped though, so we're gonna Zippy Zap. Boy, did that not do enough damage. All right. Bambi with the Ice Beam. Huge. Okay, Melmetal. This is where having Aura Sphere would have been really nice. I may end up getting rid of Psychic entirely. Okay. I'm gonna Thunderbolt. Maybe we get a Para. We do not. Okay. We go Moscow. We fake out. We power up punch. Not ideal. I think this brings me in Vac Wave range. It does. It does. Okay. Iron Jugulus. We are wholly outsped no matter what. I'm gonna gamble. Nope. All right, this is not ideal. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, so that wasn't bad. Some changes need to be made. All right. So we can get rid of Psychic on Wordier, and we can give it a different move. I'm just not sure what. Maybe Aura Sphere? Probably Aura Sphere, because that would have been good against Melmetal. All right. And the fact that no one can learn any meaningful fire moves is definitely scary. Okay, so that's fine. I wanted to do Trick Room, but Melmetal with Trick Room would have been faster. Okay, so Fire Punch didn't really do much. Let's think about this. This will force a swap. No. No. I think... Let's see. No. Okay. I really wish Melioda could learn Earthquake. See, I'm really hoping we're not in a place where it turns out I don't have a team that can actually beat Lance. It's happened before and it's not pleasant is a really nice way to put it. Okay. No. I mean, Shadow Claw's definitely not bad. Okay, can get Rock Slide. The flinch from Rock Slide is not bad. Or the chance for it to flinch is a better way to put it. We're gonna do that and see how it plays out. All right, save. Go team. All right, right, we got the Garchomp team. So we're gonna reset until we get Aerodactyl team because I don't have an open for Garchomp. There we go. Okay, so Fake Out, Zippy Zap, Dialga. We're going to swap into Blissey. It does Roar Time. We do the Fake Out. We go into Blissey. It does Roar Time. We go into Melioda. We go Close Combat. We go Fake Out. We go Earthquake because we're not going to be able to Power Up Punch. Now I can Power Up Punch because it is sleeping. Not ideal. Fake Out. Okay. Not ideal. Fake Out. Earthquake. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, if you get it too low, it automatically goes into rest mode. So the key is to go from not triggering rest to dead. And that was not the answer. All right, Fake Out, Zippy Zap, Blissey, Fake Out into Earthquake. Try to get the Frostbite. Sadly, we do not. Fake Out into okay. Damn it. So now this is Iron Juggalo. Okay. Okay. All right, we want to swap out because this is terrifying. We need someone willing to basically just fucking die here. Not enough, but he almost killed himself in a video game, so that's actually fine with us. We Fake Out, we Zippy Zap. It was not enough. Okay. Fake Out, Sucker Punch. It's gonna go probably E-Speed. I was hoping Sucker Punch would proc. It sadly did not. We're gonna go... Okay. This is very not ideal right now. Okay, so this is a reset. I'm still not sure how we're getting around the Dialga. The Roar of Time spam is super frustrating. All right, so we Fake Out, we Zippy Zap, we kill. Melmetal instead of Dialga. Okay, this is a new sequence. It's probably going Earthquake. So I'm gonna go Moscow. Oh wow, that did way more than I thought it would. Holy shit. Okay. Not ideal. Freddy with Earth Power. Blood Moon. Moonblast. That's huge. Okay, nice. That's a kill. Dialga is faster, sadly. No, I'm faster. Okay, that's actually really dope. So now Melioda with Close Combat, of course. Not ideal. Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere. No. Okay. Light Screen. Fake Out. Yeah, this is, let's put it this way, this is not pleasant. We're in a position where we basically can't win. Protect. Yeah. Okay, so that was good, but we just didn't get it. So let's see what we can change. That was like the closest we've gotten so far. Okay, no one's been able to kill me. So I'm gonna go Citrus Berry. We're gonna go Citrus Berry again. Air Balloon is important for no earthquake. I have to have that. I feel like I may not be able to use Power Up Punch, but the issue is if I get rid of Power Up Punch, it's a tutor, so I cannot get it back. Okay, fake out into Zippy Zap, Metal. This is a different sequence. We go into Bambi. We go into Aura Sphere, not ideal. Freddy with Earth Power. Blood Moon. Close combat. Fake out. Earthquake. Earth Power. Moonblast. Not ideal. Zippy Zap. The sleep was very silly. Fake out. Shit. Okay. Nice. Alright. Lance Swept. Parental Bond, Power Up Punch. That's why I didn't want to get rid of it, you know? So we're gonna save. I'm gonna do a quick Breb. And now it's some real shenanigans because let me show you what I have to fight. Casual Focus Sash Pheromosa. Mega Metagross. Casual Koraidon with Orichalcum Pulse. Collision Course. Swords Dance Dragonclaw Flare Blitz. Casual Dark Aura Assault Vest Velveeta. Casual Eternatus. And a Ditto. The Ditto is actually scarier than one would think. Breb. All right, and we're back. So for Pheromosa, we're gonna outspeed and we're gonna kill it. So that's kind of a non-issue. Historically speaking, the scariest ones have been Metagross, because Bullet Punch, because Zen Headbutt can flinch. Velveeta, because Assault Vest in tandem with his ability to casually put you to sleep. And then Eternatus just because he's really strong, and I don't have a fairy type. So that's going to make this harder than I would like. But we definitely can do it. Alright, so we are going to lead with Raichu. I don't need Air Balloon. I don't expect it. Well, that's not true. So I don't want to get caught up in that. So I think what we do is we run a Choppleberry. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to run a... I'm going to run a Chestoberry because of Velveeta. Blussers is fine. Moscow is fine. Meliota. There is flying. So I think we're going to stick to that for now. Freddy. Not sure yet. Bambi, probably fine as well. We have to see how it plays out, you know? Alright, so let's go Rival. So right off the jump, we fake out Zippy Zap kills. Eternatus is very likely gonna go Dynamax Cannon because it's its strongest move. It could also go Meteor Beam, but Meteor Beam isn't super effective. So I think it goes Dynamax Cannon. So I'm going to swap out into Blissey. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna Seismic Toss. Okay, in comes Metagross. This is probably Bullet Punch or Meteor Mash, so we want to swap out. I'm gonna go, actually, you know what? I'm going to Protect to get some free healing. It went Zen Headbutt, okay. So it probably wants to go Zen Headbutt again. I wish I had something. Okay. I'm gonna go Bambi. Not a big deal, because I am not a special attack. I'm not a physical attacker. So let's go Aura-Sphere. Velveeta. Let me blow this up. Mariana James. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. We're Mono Normal in Rad Red 4.1. We're taking on Rival. So this is gonna probably be Dark Hole or Sucker Punch. We are gonna swap into Raichu. I just die in one hit apparently. So even through the Sleep Berry, it was just too much damage. Okay, so that kind of changes how we want to do this. I'm gonna go Fake Out into Sucker Punch. Into Sucker Punch. Into... Alright, that is a reset. So I definitely I did not expect Raichu to die in one hit. That's unpleasant. So we have to change something for that. Okay, Bambi is gonna have a Colbur Berry again because of Dark. Raichu is gonna get Focus Sash because I needed it for Yveltal. There you go. All right, so not a bad start, but definitely not great, you know? So, Fake Out, Zippy Zap, Blissey, Protect, Soft Boiled for healing, Protect, Soft Boiled for healing. Velveeta is probably gonna wanna go Dark Hole. It could Sucker Punch, but if I'm not attacking, you know, it's like, eh. Okay, so I'm gonna Light Screen. It goes Koraidon. This is probably Collision Course. So I'm gonna go Bambi. Ice Beam. Not ideal, but we can make it work. Okay, Metagross. We're gonna go Melioda. She just dies in one hit. That's gonna be unpleasant. Let's see, what about you? Nice, that's huge. Okay, Velveeta, we go into Blussers. I'm gonna protect. Seismic Toss. Or I'm just gonna get slept a million times in a row. Soft boiled. Okay, so that's unpleasant. Fake out into Zippy Zap. I live on one, but I get slept, of course. Okay. Fake out. None of these are good. I think I just have to go for the guaranteed damage. Raichu is sleeping, so I can't really do anything there, sadly. Okay, so not bad. Melioda dying in one hit is not ideal. So Melioda cannot come in against Metagross. That's one of those things where it's like, oh, good to know. All right, so Fake Out, Zippy Zap, Blissey. Okay. Okay. So Eternatus isn't coming back. We love that. Get some chip healing. Get slept anyways. Okay. I got a free swap at least, so we Fake Out and we Zippy Zap. The sleep is a problem, but without the sleep berry, I just get one hit anyways, you know? Okay. Protect. Soft boiled or not. Yeah, this is very likely a reset. I don't have enough of the team left. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. I may not be able to have Mega Kangaskhan here, sadly. Alright, so this definitely changes a few things, I think. Freddy is gonna get a Chople Berry, i.e. a Chipotle Berry. Melioda is going to get... Let me look this up. I need to check. Okay, it still loses the fighting, so we can give it one of those. That's fine. Okay. The Focus Sash saves me, but it needs to not put me to sleep, you know? Okay. The Kangaskhan, I may have to not use Mega Kangaskhan here. But we've gotten pretty far through Lance each time. And by Lance, I mean Rival. So I feel optimistic about being able to beat the champion. Okay. Fake Out, Zippy Zap, Eternatus, Light Screen, Seismic Toss, Protect, Soft Boiled, Seismic Toss. Oh, Poison. Now this is where having Natural Cure would be huge, because it would let me swap. But there's technically a flip side. I can't be put to sleep because I'm poisoned. So that's actually kind of a good thing. Okay, so it's not as much of a good thing as I would have liked. But we get the clean swap here, fake out into Zippy Zap. That sleep is a problem. Okay. Fake out. Not bad. Like, I feel like this is livable. It is. Alright. Koraidon. The Flare Blitz. Okay. Melioda with a Fighting Berry. Huge. The Ditto. Oh, this is actually a toughie. I don't think I'm gonna outspeed it because it does copy. Yeah, not ideal. Okay, so... Trick Room, Aura Sphere. Hey, we did it. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Love it. So that was a lot faster than I thought. We are going to start the administrative stuff of Mono Dark, but we're not going to start it proper until tomorrow. So that was pretty good. I'm glad that worked out well. I was really worried when I didn't have any fire answers, but we got there, and that's what helps. People will probably dismiss it because Lamau, Blissey, and it's like, well, it's a mono normal. I'm gonna use Blissey. I can't ever use her again, sadly. So now we wanna screen cap that because I try to do all of them. It does suck that I never did the Mono Fairy one, but it's probably around here somewhere, you know? Okay. Very good. So we'll let this play out, and then I'll start. I need to look at all the starters, and I need to figure out which one I want to go with. Obviously, it has to be a dark starter, but there's several options. I think I went Frogadier, aka Froakie, for water. And I went Litten for Mono Fire. So I think that only leaves like one or two options for this. Let's see. All right. Oh, I know what. We're going Weed Cat, aka Meowscarada, because Protean, it can learn Play Rough, it can learn Sucker Punch, it can learn Flower Trick. So that is absolutely what we're starting with. We're gonna get that Weed Cat, and he's gonna do some work for us. And that's Gen... What region is that, though? That's what I have to figure out. I mean, I guess it's the most recent one, so it's fine. All right, that works. And because it's New Game Plus, we'll have a bunch of stuff to make the run somewhat easier, like 6 random dark types, all the Sevianmon, if there's any dark ones. I think there's only one, maybe? I'm not sure. All right, yeah, go team. I'm a boy. We're gonna name Rival Chat because it's funny. be Grusha in honor of our favorite pear-shaped Pallas Cat, Grusha. He's part of the Flower 6, which were 6 Pallas Cats born in Japan, I believe, that all have flower-based names. So you have like Grusha, I think you have Honey, you have Lotus, you have Iris, and there's at least 2 more I'm forgetting. So Grusha, rival is chat, as is tradition. It makes it funny. Okay. Yes. No. We stick to default. After all the monotypes, we're doing a hardcore run just to get it over with. Okay. Minimum grind mode, so we don't have to worry about EVs. Makes numerous runs in a row a lot more manageable. Auto run. We do the codes. There's quite a few that make it a lot more. It makes it less burdensome to play repeatedly. So, easy catch. We go dex all, so we can more or less dex nav the encounters we want. We go care packages, which I believe is SO 2 toxic, then rare candy / the other one is YAOP. It's like word salad. I don't know what it means. Maybe it's something funny backwards. And there they all are. And we're gonna be, I don't know who. Let's go with Nate with the Naruto headband. I am the last Hokage. Paldea, so we can have Weed Cat. And that means Rival has Charmander, so Rival will have Miraidon. There's some Ground Dark. There's some Electric Dark. There's ways to get around Miraidon. Weed Cat is funny, but I'll probably end up changing its name later. Very good. Barely won that one. They are harder than others sometimes. So now we talk to this guy for the time changer because encounters are different based on day and night. Awesome. We go back to our mom's house to get some healing. We go to Rival's mom's house to grab the map. Oh, I have to wait until I come back. Right, I forgot. None of this matters because we don't have balls yet. We grab our parcel. We grab glasses. We do the puzzle code so we don't have to do any of the puzzles for what's it called? The Move Relearner, Egg Tutor, etc. And then once I get the Sabrina, I do the Mega Code. So I have all the Mega Stones. Thank you. We're gonna talk to this guy for rare candies. We basically sell all of them and then we keep a small stack because infinite money. Okay. Oh, that's right. I can only do it after the package. I forgot. Nope. I'm gonna get some value out of Obstagoon or Zigzagoon because dark, and that means things like Taunt, Sucker Punch, etc. There's some really good Darkmon that I can use in this run. And my friend who also streams Galvanix, he's an Aussie streamer who plays Pokemon. He's doing Mono Ghost for Spooky Season, which is why I decided I wanted to do Mono Dark for Spooky Season. Okay. So now we get the map. Thank you. Let's get Weed Cat's levels to where they need to be. Quick attack, so we have some coverage. I'll eventually ditch Tail Whip, just not yet. We want to get the Dex Nav, then we'll come back for a lot of encounters. We will be grabbing C-Dot eventually, though I may not get a lot of use out of it because I already have a Grass Dark type. We grab our Fishing Rod. Thank you kindly. We save. We sell all the rare candies. That more or less means money is a non-issue for the entirety of the playthrough, which is awesome. Then we go back and get like a small stack of them, so I still have the ability to level up Mon as needed. We're going to do, we're gonna save. We're gonna do random 6 because we want to see if we get any interesting Darkmon out of that. I can't use any of them, so I'll do it like one more time, and maybe we get a Darkmon out of random 6. Okay. I like to do this a few times to see if we get anything cool. Because unlike a randomized run, I can't get Mons like Yveltal until post-game. We'll do it one more time. And if we don't get anything, we'll just take our lumps and accept that we're not getting any Darkmon out of it. I've been looking forward to Dark Maxing for a minute, so this is going to be a good bit of fun. I think I saw a Darkmon. I did not. All right, then. What was the other one? All right, so, nope. So we didn't get anything good. That is unfortunate, so we're not even going to bother random 6. We'll do Sevian, which I don't know if there's any Dark Sevian Mon, where we're going to find out in a minute. And you can only do this on New Game Plus. Ah, that's the Dark type. The Clauncher. I forgot. Okay, so let's see. Can't use you. Can't use you. Can't use you. I've used a lot of these in the past in other monotype runs. Nimble is interesting because it's Bug Dragon, but it means it's not Dark Bug like in the other one. So now Yeah, we have Clauncher. Dark Bug. Mega Launcher is quite good, but I don't think I get any of those moves early on. Can't use Phoebus. Can't use Mantike. Can't use Teddy Ursa. Can't use Doduo. So now we're gonna save and we're going to get, see if we can get a few, what's it called? Good Darkmon. Okay. Right, because Huntail is dark. That was not exciting. So we're gonna basically go at this until I get a good mon like Velveeta. Because this is the last code that I can realistically do to get mon that I normally wouldn't be able to. Okay? That's also not good. Then after I find one we're settled with, we'll find someone to raid. Okay. What I'll do is I'll do one more, and then I think we'll continue this tomorrow. It would just be nice to actually get something that is not garbage that I normally wouldn't be able to use. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna settle for having an Urshifu. That's good enough. Also, we have a Pancham. Pancham's pretty good. So we are gonna stick with this. This Meowth isn't very good. Sandile is going to be useful for Surge. I'll have to hold an Ice Berry most likely. Let's get all their levels up. And then I'm going to grab the Dex Nav. No. Alright. And when we start tomorrow, all their names are up for grabs. Okay. Bullet Punch is quite nice. Priority. Brick Break over Leer. Bite over Armed Thrust because it takes a while to get loaded dice. So it's just not reliable. Pursuit over Splash. Aerial Ace over Leer. Okay. Let's grab the Dex Nav. Thank you. Hell yeah. So we already started Dark Maxing. That's great. I don't think we'll beat this by the end of October, but we started it in October and we'll finish it shortly after November. Okay. So we have basically we have everything but Infinite Repel. We're gonna save and we're gonna find someone to raid. I'm stoked at everyone who came out to chat with me in real time. VOD friends, lurkers, I hope you enjoyed the Pallas Cat content, the Pokemon content. We're absolutely gonna do some crime coverage tomorrow. There wasn't really much time to do crime coverage since I only had just beaten the Elite Four with like 9 minutes to spare. So tomorrow, crime coverage, Mono Dark early game. We'll look at some more Pallas Cats because they're adorable. I hope everyone has a good rest of their Tuesday into a Wednesday. Make good choices and stay safe. Now we're just gonna find someone to raid. All right. Not ideal, but I'm sure we can find someone. All right, what do we see? we'll go with this. They're playing Rad Red. We like that. Provided we can actually do it. Sometimes it's sub only or follower only. All right, we did find someone. Awesome. Okay, good. Well, they don't get a raid. I mean, it's whatever. Not everyone has it enabled. Good for them, you know? So, all right then. I mean, I knew the name looked familiar, right? So it's not surprising. What do we see? Let's go. Okay, I did find someone. Let's see if this one works any better. All right, let's actually see if they're on. They are. Awesome. We love that for them. All right, Meow. We're doing it. And we're doing it live.